I appreciate you coming with me tonight. I guess the thing about being in charge of Triumph in the UK and Ireland is I get to come to places like this, and you guys are incredibly lucky to have a facility like this. This is just state of the art. The guys have come on board in the last couple of years, so I'm very pleased to be able to break off from a family holiday, hi Dad, and leave my kids at home with my wife and let her deal with that rabble, and come and join you guys, talk about these bikes, because we've had a fabulous few years since the new range of modern classics has come out in 2015. It's been a generational change really in the business, and in the last 3 years we've had not just our best selling year but also our second best selling year, and that's a thank you to all you guys who come out and buy the bikes from us, so thank you for that. We've obviously done something right with the design, the style, the performance of the bikes. And I was privileged enough to be out in Spain with a couple of the guys from here at the start of the year, riding all of these bikes, and I can honestly tell you, as you can see from my outfit tonight, I have all the gear, probably less idea, to be perfectly honest, as some of my team will testify, when it comes to riding bikes. But the bikes are incredible. What a massive step forward. Is there anybody here that has a street twin? Wow. Hey, we have one. Hey. I can tell you, when you get your leg over that one, the extra power is fabulous. The extra braking performance is magnificent. Street Scrambler. Anybody? Another one, thank you very much. So the Street Scrambler, personally, is my favourite bike. I was having a bit of a ride out the other day with somebody on a Tiger 800 and leaving them for dead, to be honest, on some nice country roads. This is probably, if I only had one bike, I'd have a Street Scrambler, because if I was just going out on a Sunday morning and I wanted to be on my own, or I wanted to go out with some mates on roadsters, I know for a fact that this thing, with the extra power, the extra rev range, the extra braking performance, it is such a giggle. You sit up, it handles incredibly well on country roads, A's and B roads around here. A year ago I was here launching the Tiger 1200 on the roads out that way, over the Erskine Bridge. It was snowy, it was pissing down with hail, it was just miserable, but we were on Tiger 12s. I can tell you those roads on this bike, you will just have the biggest grin inside your lid that you will ever have. So if you haven't had a shot on one, even the previous generation, make sure you put a pair of jeans on, leather jacket, nice set of boots, a decent lid, and you'll just smile the whole way there and the whole way back, so enjoy that. And then Speed Twin. So my best description of Speed Twin, so when I first rode this September last year at Millbrook, before it was a finished bike, I have to say we had all the bikes there and it probably wasn't my favourite bike. I went to Spain and we went up the Ronda Road from Malaga up towards the Ascari racetrack. Was it Ascari? No, whoever it was. Yeah, and it's like a speed triple in classic form. The performance, the torque, the handling, it just blows you away. And I can honestly say that, wow, those roads, that bike, it was just phenomenal. And please, if you have the opportunity to ride it, please jump on it and have a shot. And I swear, all those guys who like sports bikes, you'll get on that and you'll think completely different about classics, modern classics, because it handles like a proper roadster, and that's what the guys at the factory have been aiming to do with it, so they've done a cracking job. And then really the piece de resistance, the Scrambler 1200, so everybody kind of thought we were a bit mad when we 2014, 2013, our factory team came out with this skunk project bike that was basically a 1200 engine on a Scrambler frame, and everybody thought, it looks really good, how can you make it go? The press, who have all ridden this, and they ride a lot of bikes, and they ride a lot of off-road bikes, they ride a lot of everything, and they've put this thing to its test. This thing, you can go from here to the north of Scotland without touching a road. It will just go and go and go. The long travel suspension on the front, the twin rear shocks, the handling on it, the torque on it. So when you go off road, normally on an adventure bike, high revs, play around with the clutch, just try and keep it moving. On this bike, the low down torque from that 1200 parallel twin just means you don't have to absolutely throttle the thing. You just pull away. It's probably the best description I can give is, it's like a tractor in a field. It just pulls and pulls and pulls. And if you want to be a little bit careless with it, shall we say, then off-road pro, you'll be wheeling that thing down the road. It is just phenomenal. So I've been very lucky. We are probably looking at another record year. I would say you guys in Glasgow, you're going to have another record year for you guys. And as Martin said, if you haven't booked yourself a test ride, then get your name down for a couple of hours on these bikes, because you will just, if you haven't got a smile on your face, I can tell you there's something wrong with you, because they are just phenomenal bikes. So enjoy them when you get the chance to ride them.
Thank you very much, Paul. Cheers.